everyone, I'm Martin from Blue Thirst and welcome to episode 5 of our Fortnightly digital news. We hope these stories from the world of Google Ads, Facebook keep you feeling up to date with the rapidly changing world that is digital marketing. Lots have been going on in the last 14 days. Instagram is launching a test today in Australia and New Zealand where it's not going to show the number of likes to a post unless you are the profile owner. Google Parallel Tracking for display ads rolls out on the 31st of July, but don't worry, we'll explain what it is and if you're likely to be affected. Google is going to allow you to show customer product photos in your Google Shopping ads. All of our customers are gorgeous, so we don't mind. These stories and more coming up. Google is taking Ads API back to beta over performance issues.
Google expands app campaign search inventory on iOS browsers.
5 changes coming to Facebook Messenger.
Microsoft Advertising introducing ad customizers.
Twitter Art House launches to give brands more access to creators and influencers.
Bing is now showing a streamlined recipe carousel in search results.
Facebook is showing users more details about the ads they're seeing.
Google announces we made over 3,200 changes with 654,000 experiments in search last year.
Google Shopping ads can now contain customer photos.
This month's unconfirmed Google ranking algorithm update gets heated.
Parallel tracking for Google Display Ads is mandatory from July 31st.
Facebook is shrinking mobile news feed ad space.
Instagram hides likes counts in international tests to remove pressure.
Google is taking Ads API back to beta over performance issues. Google has chosen to send their Ads API back to beta. There have been a number of problems in the newest API that Google has been encouraging users to switch to. A number of the features, such as the include zero impressions variable, have not been included, which is very useful for analytics. There have also been some bugs around creating new audiences, which can take between 6 and 12 hours to populate using the new API. If you're updating your audience data more than twice a day, some of your audiences might never become live. This and other issues around slow response times have led Google deciding that the new Google Ads API is not ready for public usage and has rolled it back to beta.
Google expands app campaign search inventory on iOS browsers. iOS mobile web browser searches will now show app ads. The installs and in-app conversions from iOS browsers will be included in campaign reports. App advertisers do not need to do anything to gain access to this ad inventory. The reporting for active app campaigns will automatically get model conversions in their Google Ads reporting. If you're an advertiser that relies on third-party tools, then these conversions won't be available. As iOS takes up a large amount of the mobile operating system market, this expanded inventory opens up a potential whole new audience gap for app advertisers.
5 changes coming to Facebook Messenger. At the F8 conference in May, Facebook announced multiple changes to Messenger. Facebook are developing a Messenger desktop app as well as completely redesigning the Messenger app for improved speed. Outside of these updates, they're also developing a close friends group feature that may allow users to have feeds that are only populated by specific people. They'll be improving group video viewing, and this will be done by implementing a seamless experience when sharing a video from the Facebook app to Messenger while inviting others to watch together while chatting. Lastly, the part most exciting for marketers, they are looking to implement new Messenger lead ad template and appointment booking. This will allow businesses to more easily qualify leads from the platform. Facebook is putting a lot of focus on privacy here and enhancing connections between closest friends versus the entire cyberweb. On the surface, this may feel troubling to businesses and create a sense that they're going to be left out of the most important activities that Facebook and Messenger users are taking part in.
Microsoft Advertising introducing ad customizers. Ad customizers are being introduced in Microsoft which allow advertisers to create many different variations of a single ad. Microsoft states that ad customizers are parameters within the ad copy which get replaced by dynamic text when the ad is displayed to the user. The parameters follow this format: feed name, attribution name, default. Advertisers can set up their ads to change based on a number of targeting options such as location, audience lists, devices, etc. This will help save a lot of time in creating ads while also having ads customizable to the users.
Twitter Art House launches to give brands more access to creators and influencers. Twitter is launching a new program to help connect brands with influencers and creators. It will involve a global team of content strategists, digital producers and influencer marketing specialists. It will offer video editing and live broadcasting services, and data shows that users spent 24% more time with an ad from a creator on Twitter than an ad directly from the brand. Ad recall rates were higher when a creator was involved with branded creator posts, delivering a 41% increase in purchase intent.
Bing is now showing a streamlined recipe carousel in search results. Bing has been testing and introducing a new feature in search results for food recipes. Here, users can type in the food they want to make and Bing will show rich results for recipes. The results are shown in a carousel format of 3 recipes. Alongside this, Bing is also testing a compare option for the recipes, which will let you compare the differences between each step of the recipes. This can include the time to make, nutritional information and the ingredients you'll need. Google already has a similar feature which shows recipes, but as a single snippet. It seems Bing has one-upped them with the visual carousel format here. Bing not only provides more relevant details for recipes than Google, but is more visually engaging for users.
Facebook is showing users more details about the ads they're seeing. To see the data, click on the 3 little dots next to an ad. On the drop-down, click Why am I seeing this ad? Most of the data is around remarketing lists and similar to customer lists, but we have seen some funny ones. Our camera lady, Lucy, today was targeted on Instagram due to being interested apparently in ground beef, and that is how nicknames are made. Users will be able to see the interests and categories used to target them and where the information's come from. The tool links to options to hide ads from a particular advertiser or to remove ad targeting data from their profiles. It's a bit of an attempt to make Facebook advertising more transparent and should mean marketers need to use legitimate sources to collect data and create audience lists. It is useful if you see ads maybe from competing businesses and you want to spy on what they're using. The targeting descriptions are not groundbreakingly informative though.
Google announces we made over 3,200 changes with 654,000 experiments in search last year. Google has announced in a blog post that in the last year, 3,200 changes were made to their search engine systems. Google said some of these changes were visible launches of new features, while many others were just regular updates. In 2016, Google did say that they were pushing up to 16,000 new code updates per day to live, but they have not mentioned if this has been maintained. Either way, this is a lot of updates. If anything, this announcement demonstrates how quickly the Google ecosystem can change and how important it is for SEO specialists and website owners to stay up to date on the latest news.
Google Shopping ads can now contain customer photos. Google has introduced a new feature that allows retailers to include customer photos in their shopping ads. This may happen if a customer leaves a review with a photo. Customers can choose to upload a photo when they leave a review of their purchase. If they do, their photo will automatically be sent to Google, which can then be used in shopping ads. Retailers will be able to display customer photos if they work with one of the selected third-party review platforms. This could help with the authenticity of brands and provide more transparency with products.
This month's unconfirmed Google ranking algorithm update gets heated. There has been a lot of speculation around the rumoured July 11th search ranking update, which Google is yet to confirm. It has been reported across the SEO world that sites have seen fluctuations in ranking positions and organic data since this. Many users are asking the questions that Google are yet to answer. It is possible that this was an extension of the June 2019 update rather than it being this month's update. However, some are saying that this could be a small update made by Google, but they did not expect it to have as big an effect as it did. Google's stereo silence is raising concerns with site owners, and Google are yet to say anything on the matter.
Parallel tracking for Google Display Ads is mandatory from July 31st, this week. What is Google Parallel Tracking? Okay, the way a lot of tracking works is that when you click on an ad, first you have to visit a tracking URL. If you watch the address bar on your browser when clicking on some ads, first you'll end up on a complex URL and then are redirected back to the content you want to see. This can be slow if the tracking software is working hard tracking lots of users. Parallel tracking works in a slightly different way. When you click on a parallel track link, you're immediately linked to the content that you want, and in the background, Google Ad Tracker loads handling all of the tracking data. Google extended parallel tracking to display campaigns in May, but we're now approaching the deadline for making the switch. Advertisers using third-party tracking parameters need to have made the switch to parallel tracking by July the 31st. For 99% of small and medium businesses, this will represent absolutely no change at all. If you're running more complex tracking systems, normally into CRM systems or if you're using something like a per-click ID, for example, this won't work with parallel tracking. I'm not going to go into it here, but if you drop us a message if you're facing this, there are some workarounds out there using Google Click IDs. Parallel tracking will soon be the standard method for handling third-party click measurement. Google switched to parallel tracking for search ads last October, and it'll be coming to video ads later this year. Google said on Wednesday. Microsoft Advertising, formerly Bing Ads, is currently beta testing parallel tracking for ads and expect to make it globally available in the near future.
Facebook is shrinking mobile news feed ad space. Starting in August, Facebook is changing mobile news feed post and ad layouts from a 2 to 3 aspect ratio to a 4 to 5 ratio. This means that ads will be showing less lines of text and smaller photo or videos. As only 3 lines of text will show before the See More prompt, advertisers will have less opportunity to make their mark on potential customers. Additionally, videos will also need to be optimised, otherwise they will be automatically masked when the changes take effect.
Instagram hides likes count in international tests to remove pressure. Instagram announced in May that they will begin testing hiding likes on their posts. Instead of showing the exact number of likes for each post, Instagram will be replacing this with Other. This testing was completed in Canada and is now being rolled out to more countries this week, such as New Zealand. This is in a bid to remove pressure from users and put towards their plan to reduce online bullying. Instagram have said, "We hope this test will remove the pressure of how many likes and posts will receive, so you can focus on sharing the things that you love." We're yet to see this update in our feeds, but keep your eyes peeled as it should be out soon.
Well, that's it for another fortnight. Don't forget you can subscribe to get these videos as soon as they're released. We also post each individual news article as they break on our Blue Thirst Twitter, Facebook and Instagram account if you can't wait 14 days to hear from us again. Finally, we're also on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, YouTube and Spotify if you prefer to watch us over there. Well, that's it from us. I hope all your customers convert and I'll see you in 14 days' time. Bye for now.